There we go. Might have figured this out now. Oh, I know. I'm never on time with my streams. Never once. I'm gonna give people a few minutes to show up though. Hey, how we doing, buddy? Yeah, it's definitely been a minute, man. How you been? Glad to see you. So all the storm prep is done for this weekend. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn into a 3-day weekend. If forecasts are correct, we'll probably be off Monday, but for now it's Friday night. So made sure to like I said, plenty of food, ways to stay warm. Everything I need is good to go for me and the fam. So I guess bring on the snow. Anyway, y'all know I love Coke Zero, but I was in the mood for some Mexican Coke, so pick some up today. For my ASMR fans. 50 centimeters. All right, so do that conversion for me. I don't know what that is in inches because we use American math here. I don't know what centimeters is. Yeah, Tyga, you know me. It takes me forever, but once I'm there, we're good to go. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, man, I gotta get a better chair for this. It's like 30 or 80 inches. That's a pretty big difference. Hey, Brendita, how we doing, my dear? Welcome in. This is this your first time to one of my lives? If it is, I appreciate you. If I missed you before, lo siento. You know me. I'm a silly sort. Yes. If it says HO and Mexico, you know your boy's gonna be all over it, right? If y'all don't know about Mexican Coca-Cola, you should. And we keep it fancy around these parts. Gotta have the gold rim on the glass. That is a damn tasty beverage right there. But no, happy Friday. There's really no rhyme or reason ever to my streams. Every now and then I will crack some new bottles. I will honestly, I just start to stream and just kind of let the chips fall where they may. Last time, if you were here, actually I drank a whole bunch of random shit, but I think I mostly finished the night with like Penelope, the sweeter type stuff, for nightcaps. I also did drink that new Jack Daniels. I have the sherry cask finish, which is fucking amazing. But for right now, I'm keeping it basic. By the way, stay hydrated. I think I'll just do some basic Buffalo Trace because with this winter snow coming in, it's not a reason to drink something nice, but you want something that's always going to be on your shelf. And for the price, Buffalo Trace, how are you going to top Buffalo Trace for the price point? And everyone in the whiskey community, I'm sure Al Gordon has like 9 dozen case. He has a shit ton of this, just like I'm sure everyone else does. Like I said, come hell or high water, we've always got that on the shelf. Exactly. I feel like I'm at a virtual bar here. Oh yeah. And by the way, mi botella, su botella, within reason. So if I invite you over to my house and you see a bottle, don't crack something without asking, because that's a surefire way to get me to kick you the fuck out. You ask first, you know what I mean? If it's already open and I say, hey man, pour yourself something, that's fine. Oh, we got Neo in the house. Hey, what's up, buddy? Not a fan of Buffalo Trace at all. Well, we can still be friends, buddy. That's what's great about the whiskey community. We're here to, you know, agree and or disagree with each other a lot of times. Like Joe Unfiltered, I love that man to death. And I think once I fully quit smoking cigarettes, I'll be able to get more of his the Joe file, if you will, the profile of when he's tasting things. Because Joe is like, oh, I taste stone fruits, caramel, um, wide open spaces. Joe is very descriptive. Um, One day I might get to that level, but the man knows history. He knows his tasting notes. Everything you could want to know about a bottle, he's going to know. Me, I'm your average Joe when it comes to reviews and tasting notes, but I work hard for the money. I know it's worth my time and search. So even if you don't, Neo. How can you just not like basic Buffalo Trace, bro? I'm sure you have Maker's Mark on your shelf though, or Knob Creek. If you don't like Buffalo Trace, you at least have those ones. Hey, what's up, Alan? How we doing, buddy? Brentita, I will do my best to teach you a little bit about whiskey, but my other friends here in chat are the ones that know way more than me. Oh man, we got everyone showing up. Yes, Nathan the artist. So if you saw, did the picture work for my live video where it's me as Wolverine stuck in traffic and cops chasing behind me? That's my buddy Nathan. His AI photos are absolutely hilarious. And he's Deadpool in the one short of mine. We got Tiger, we got Annette. Okay, nice. Yeah, happy Friday, guys. Also, something I wanted to do tonight was I think I mentioned for Christmas a couple streams ago. Mama Aguas got me this this badass wooden cup for drinking whiskey and bourbon out of, and they charred the inside. So this is supposed to help maybe not release notes, but it's going to add a little bit more oak, a little bit more vanilla to whatever you pour into the cup. And I have taken cheaper things just to see if it's better once in this cup, and it is. So I am curious to. I haven't had Buffalo Trace in this yet, just to see what the difference is. So I'll pour some up in a Glen. I already know what it's going to taste like, and then I'll try it in this and see what we got. But yeah, once again, I figure with the snow coming up, I'm gonna just no need to break into something fancy. Just go for what's already on your damn shelf. Now I don't have any store picks of Buffalo Trace. Those are not very common around me. I know a lot of people, they've got plenty of those Sazerac stickers all over their bottles, but all right, hold on. All right. See, I wish Beans was here because I know she loves ASMR. All right, let me not unfilter this. I mean, it's not like it's a rare bottle I'm excited to hear the pop on, but it's still meh. All right. There's something about the simplicity of this bottle also that I really like, and it's one of the. I remember when I first started, buying, and this was back in what 2010, 2011, when I had a damn decent collection back when everything was MSRP, way before the big boom. I remember seeing Buffalo Trace and other bottles on the shelf, but just it would catch your eye, not even knowing if it was good juice or not. But let me catch back up on comments. What do we got here? AD. All right. What do we got? What's blocked here? Hey, what's up, AD? Oh, hold on. Trying to do something here. Hey, what's up, Queasy? Cocaine, Cola, and Trace. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, AJ? Behave yourself, buddy. You know how this works, man. And you're all good. Cocaine, Cola. I think it's crazy. That's why they call it Coca-Cola. I mean, like if you had a time machine, what's something you would do? I would go back in time and try original Coca-Cola just to see how zooted you would get off of drinking it. Like, I mean, you'd have to want to do that, right? See, me, I would use a time machine for silly things like that. Like, go back in time and not bet on sports. That's easy. Lotto, that's simple. I want to see the first caveman that fucking stabbed a crab and cooked it out of desperation was like, this shit ain't bad. I want, because the Egyptians, they discovered alcohol by accident. Earthen jars, sugar cane, the rain hits it, it ferments for a few days. Some guy's thirsty as fuck, chugs it, quenches his thirst, and he gets drunk as fuck. Ergo vis-a-vis, beer and such. Hey, what's up, Flay? How we doing, buddy? You want to bring a caveman? The original Four Loko with the cocaine, or with the caffeine, rather? Oh my god, that shit would be fucking crazy. Oh, Annette, I'm sorry. I got you. Ten Four Logos, that shit would be crazy. No, but I would use a time machine for the most ridiculous of things. Like I want to see the first time a human being did something. Like I said, a caveman stabbing a crab, or I mean, can you imagine the look on someone's face when fire was first in? Like they probably had a massive. I'm not. I almost said something stupid. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling. I mean, what's a goofy thing y'all would use a time machine for? Because like I said, anyone can go back in time and make money, but I want to see like the first time someone did something either iconic or fucking stupid. Or who's the first guy that said that's what she said and didn't get credit for the joke? Like that skit on Key and Peele where you said, I want to be high on pot and noose, and then the other kid says it out loud and gets credit for the joke. That's not fair, Who did history leave out? Prevent the first Avatar movie. That's kind of funny. I mean, they are visually stunning, though. You can't deny that Avatar movies aren't like. I mean, they're a spectacle, I mean, the plot is some ass. I'll give you that. The plot. First of all, what lost me was within the first 10 minutes, they're talking about a mineral called unobtainium. If that was the case, how the fuck did you obtain it? It's called unobtainium. Oh, God. It's not that I'm a huge nerd, but that's just lowbrow. Like you could have called it fucking anything else on the planet, on that planet, but you called it unobtained. It's just bad writing. It's lazy. All right, so that's your basic Buffalo Trace. If you know, you know. I'm sorry, I can't really describe it to you. It's oak. Obviously, the proof is not crazy, so it's very palatable. It's not going to burn you out. Avatar sucks. Okay. What'd you say, Flay? Oh, okay. check back up. Sorry, guys. I know it's annoying when I do this. I want to go see the play pick up basketball. Oh, that's fun. No, I get what you're saying, Play. That's fucking hilarious. That's like if I could go back to that one game in high school for baseball where I missed. I knew this kid was throwing a changeup and he threw me a friggin' meatball, and I just like Hato from Rookie of the Year from the Mets. You know what I'm talking about, Play, as a Mets fan, where he's just licking his lips, ready for that ball and just swing and a miss, dude. It was the most embarrassing moment of my high school playing days. The kid threw me an absolute meatball, chest high. That was, yeah, man. Okay, I can see that. You don't know if you could drink whiskey? Anyone can drink whiskey. Honestly, I think it's more palatable than. I will say this, even cheap whiskey is better than cheap vodka. And if you're a gin drinker, I don't know how you do that. I mean, maybe a gin and tonic. It's got to be mixed with something. But I've seen people, they'll buy like minis of gin at the liquor store. It's like, why are you buying minis of Seagrams? I mean, to each their own, but the cheapest whiskey to me is better than the cheapest rail vodka, tequila, gin, etc. Plus, you know, Brenda, with whiskey, it's an experience. You know, you slow sip, you let the taste develop. Not that I'm the best at tasting those, but but you know, I do get the caramel, I get the butterscotch, I do get, you know, what they call the stone fruits, baking spice. I think for me, because I do smoke cigarettes and cigars occasionally, that's why I really like the cigar blends. They kind of just hit you right in the senses. For some people, they're too much. For me, it's kind of like it's right in my wheelhouse. Or like a real peated scotch, like Ardbeg. Like a lot of people don't like Wee Beastie. That's too smoky for them. For me, I like it when it tastes like I just took something off the charcoal and I'm eating it or drinking it. What is the Kentucky Click? You'll have to school me on what the Kentucky Click is. All right, I'm gonna pour some of this Buffalo Trace up into this this cup here. See what we got. There's nothing wrong with Modelo's though. I mean, everyone likes a good Modelo. By the way, if you're curious, that's Ron Swanson drinking Lagavulin for 10 hours straight. This is how I fall asleep most nights now. Just that. You can't tell me it's not awesome. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit for a minute in this cup. So I like that it's a charred inside of this. By the way, if you have one of these, don't dishwasher it. Don't be an idiot and put soap in it like you're washing other dishes. Also, do not let your alcohol sit in it overnight. You're hanging out with friends, you pour something up, when you're done with it, take a little bit of water, rinse it out, dry it out, you're good to go. What is YouTube hiding? While aerating at the same time. I don't know why YouTube would have hid that message. I think it just might be your profile because it's been hidden so many times. Okay. Yeah, someone actually messaged me today on Instagram, and they sent a screenshot of me doing the Pelican. It's a profile I don't recognize, but every now and then and I'm a very low level streamer. Like, I don't give a shit. But when you have someone with a random profile send like a section out of a live video where it's me pelicaning my glass, I appreciate you watching, but like, I don't need you to show me what I know I do. It's just weird. Why are you cropping certain things out of my videos to show me what I know what I look like? I know I'm a silly sort. And anyone doing anything, even the most attractive female or male on the planet, if you pause long enough, you can catch their face looking fucking stupid, right? I just don't get why people like, hey, look at what you do. Cool, man. Thanks, thanks for wasting both of our times, I guess. I mean, no, I'm gonna do a pelican tonight just because that's my shtick. You know, that's a Joe Original thing I do. But just got home. I'm glad you made it home safe, Al. Glad to see you in, buddy. Yeah, Brenda, we were talking about that one other person, or you guys were talking about that one other person that we mutually know last night on Discord, and I was really surprised by this person's actions, but people do have way, way too much time on their hands, and they spend it on the wrong damn things, right? Just saying. Al, I know you'll appreciate this. It's Ron Swanson just drinking Lagavulin for 10 hours straight. He does move every now and then, by the way. Hey, what's up, Andrew? All right, I don't know what this YouTube is really messing with my comments. I'm seeing like I said, it's not kanji symbols, but it's like sometimes it's like 7/4. Like it's showing like weird shit before people's comments. AJ, it's gonna get into the teens and 20s, so it's not gonna be super cold, but it's gonna be windy as hell, and the snow is just going to. Fortunately, so where I live, it's not that far from the ocean. We also have the Potomac River, the Chesapeake Bay. So all that brackish water, all the salt in the air, we get a different kind of snow. It's not the kind where you can build snowmen. It's that packing snow where you can take like a whole. You got like you have to pack it. Like you can take a whole railing off your deck, and it makes maybe one tiny snowball after you're done compressing it. So we get that bullshit kind of snow. So my plan is basically once it starts snowing, go out like every hour or two, just take a leaf blow and just before it has a chance to freeze over, and because I'm not shoveling fucking 10 to 20 inches of snow. You can fuck that. I'd rather lose sleep. Like I'll set alarms. I'll wake up, go out there, do some maintenance, and then I'm not gonna wait for the snow to finish before I start attacking it. That's silly. Oh, we got our first timeout of the night. What did they say? Oh man, Allen got him. Annette got him. Hold on, I gotta see this. If someone got him. Oh, 6-7. Was someone just spamming it? Yeah, I don't. Is that our first 6-7 spammer? Does that make me famous once people start like just joining in, going 6-7, 6-7? It's the dumbest fucking thing in the world, by the way. It's the dumbest shit. Andrew has to beat you? Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What does Andrew have to beat you at? Okay, okay. If Nathan does me with a 6-7, I'll allow it. Nathan, you heard that. So if you want to do me, I'll give you a one-time pass to do me with like a 6-7 kind of meme. Hold on. You tell me what you need to make like a 6-7. 6-7. There you go, Nathan. That's all you're getting, though, man. But no, Nathan, if I keep doing this, he's going to put like a ball in each hand or something pretty ditty. Or if James Jones was here, he would damn sure do that. No, I did not. That's kind of funny though. It's a very serious 6'7". I keep it in stereo around here. You know me, Brenda. I just, you know what? I think about this kind of stuff too because I'm 39 years old, right? So when we were growing up, we had words that became part of the lexicon of our language, stuff that, oh man, he's pretty chill, or that's cool. That, blah. So words have a way of carrying new meaning. Things evolve. It's like the older you get, I couldn't imagine when I was 13, 14 saying, oh yeah, no cap. What the? I'd rather just say, oh yeah, 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 no cap. I'm not lying. Um, and like I said, we've all had our expressions growing up. But these young kids nowadays, man, what they say, and I'm getting closer to that part of like, get off my lawn, because I can understand what you're saying. I do actually understand the phrases. All right, I'm not ignorant, but I'm also not going to speak in that way because, like I said, I'm almost 40 years old. If I come out saying no cap on God, blah, or God forbid you use a word that's like 2 months old, it just doesn't look good on your boy, And even me saying your boy, that makes me sound old as shit. Are we hiding people? What are we doing? Hey, what's up, Beans? How we doing, my friend? We got Beans. Have I heard Skip? You know I have. You know I have. Don't do that to me. AJ, it's cool, man. It's cool. Everyone just be chill, all right? Y'all know how this works. Anyone gets out of pocket, they're gone, all right? So if you're just joining, we started with some Mexican Coca-Cola and my nice fancy gold rimmed glass. And I started with a something that should be on everyone's shelf, Beans, It's like baked beans is on everyone's shelf. Buffalo Trace is a bottle that should be on everyone's shelf. The price point is good. The bottle, it's a staple. It's a staple. But I started with a tiny bit in the Glencairn because, I just wanted to get a sip of it. But I've been letting it sit in the cup that Mama Aguas got me for Christmas. The charred one. So I'm going to see if this does add a little bit more oak and vanilla to it. So cheers, everybody. Let's get that. There you go. I know it's reversed, but that's a J. I'm telling you, I love this cup. Glass, whatever you call it. I mean, it totally elevates certain notes on things. And like I said, if you have even a cheap bottle, it's going to add that oak, that vanilla, a slight bit of char. I mean, it's not like you're going to get like smoke, but you do get a slight char taste from it. I'm a huge fan of this, and I actually don't even use it that often. I think this is only like the second or third time I've even shown it on stream. Because you guys have said I don't crack bottles, so I've been showing my more expensive stuff. Watch your mouth, Sheena. Uh-oh. Tiger, well said. AJ, just be chill, man. If you say anything, listen, any trolls that come in here, attack me all you want. And my mods will let you stay if what you say is original and funny. I think we even have one or two people that keep coming back just because we can take jokes here. If you insult any one of my mods in chat, any single one of my mods, I don't even have to hide you. They're going to do it, especially our female mods. All right. That goes for anyone on the outside right now that's afraid to comment, or anyone that just watches. Do not attack the ladies in chat. You're gone. And as I say that, a lady named Diana joins in. So, oh my. Welcome in. Funny how life works that way, right? Okay. Queasy, you can troll me all day, man. That's fine. By the way, Queasy, you need to message me so I can send you your own set of claws. You need some of these, bro. All right. If you don't know Queasy, and who else is it? Donk, Cody. We've got the best forearms in the whiskey game. I'm telling you, Queasy, I will send you your own legit set of claws. I mean, these aren't cheap, man. Like, let me know, Queasy. I'll send you claws. You send me one sample of like what you got, that barrel proof. No, I'm just fucking with you. But I will send you your own claws. Forearm workouts, that's another side fee. We are 6'7". All right, so you're a hive mind of just fucking nonsense. I was wondering how long that would take to get hidden. Y'all are fucking hilarious. We are 6'7". So whenever I picture that, I'm just wondering what their parents hear all day in their house. They've got their kid in the background yelling for chicken fingers, playing Roblox or Fortnite, and just going 6'7", 6'7", victory royale. Like, if you say I don't get it. I just don't get it. What are you doing? And no one even knows the context. It's from a damn song, which none of y'all ever heard. We got someone Spanish in chat. Is that a Yaya? Oh, no, don't delete. Oh, that might have been someone. Hold on. Hold on, Tyga. Hold on. Let's wait a second. Are they saying JS, or ha 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 like they're Spanish? Oh, no, never mind. We're good. No, you're good. You're good. When I see or I thought it was JA at first because ha 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 ha. My Spanish people in chat understand. I'm lit like a bath. You know what, Queasy? I picture you smelling like cucumber, melon, and bourbon, and it's the best thing. You know what I mean? I bet you even use like those bath bombs. You just drop it in. You wait for that sizzle, before you dip your toesies in. You're just like, oh. Queasy does that slow dip into the tub. I know he does. Last time he set me a bath, though, that shit was like boiling hot dogs. I tried to sit down in that tub, and my shit cooked, man. I don't know how Queasy does that boiling water stuff. I'm sorry, Joe and Filter's not here. I gotta fill the gap, Queasy. No Diddy, but that cup definitely. I think I'm done using Glens for like cheaper things from now on, just because like this just adds so much to it. Chill out, Wolverine. Okay. You like your water scald? Yeah. Scold? Yeah. Yeah, Queasy, what scent is that Bath and Body Works candle, buddy? Hold on, give me a second, guys. Hold on. I know I'm mixing genres here. I got the turtles on top, Marvel on the bottom, but y'all love it. Excuse me. Yeah, I know you see shadows. You'll get over it. The scent is bourbon. Okay. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Bath and Body Works didn't already have like a bourbon something for men. You're so skinny, my friend. Hey, you call me Squalito? All right. Brenda's calling me skinny. All right. Everyone knows here I'm skinny ripped. All right. Look, I got muscles. I mean, I'm not all bones. You know, it's that it's that construction game. You know, they do have bourbon at Bath. See, that doesn't surprise me. The last time I was at Bath and Body Works, oh God, probably like 3 or 4 years ago, and we went to the mall. By the way, fellas, if you are going to Bath and Body Works as a last minute gift to buy that like sample of things, that's like pink. I laugh at fellas that go into Bath and Body Works and buy like the worst scented shit just because it comes in a gift pack and thinking, oh yeah, she'll like that. That's fine. Bro, put a little more thought into the gift other than the cheap Bath and Body Works. Tired of trying to talk to Queasy. We got the chat going crazy. I ain't sit. Okay, okay. Well, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. All right. What do we got? Hold on. I'll be your skinny friend for sure. All right. Annette, she's just messing with me. She's, yeah. No, actually, I love my different colognes. I wear some for different seasons. Like I've talked to you guys about this in private chats. Like summertime, you wear stuff that's more ocean, lighter. Wintertime, you want something a little deeper. Maybe something that has a slight cinnamon. Not too much musk because I'm not a huge fan of overly musky things. But different seasons is different scents. You know, I'm not gonna wear something that smells like cool water in the winter. That just doesn't make. And I not that you would wear cool water as a grown man, but it's not something you wear in the winter. He's feeling guilty now. That's funny. I'm gonna let y'all can use my chat room to talk about whatever you want. I'll zoom in every now and then, see what's going on. By the way, mods, should we have anyone new in chat show up and I somehow miss their question or they say anything, you have the right to answer questions on my behalf if you know the answer, or just say at Joe Waters so and so is trying to get your attention, because I definitely don't want to miss anybody. I know it's a lot of the regulars that usually show up, but we do have new people in here every now and then. So, and you know what's crazy is I'm gaining more subs when I'm not live than when I am. And I haven't posted a short in over a week or 2 weeks now, and someone views it, sub, sub, sub. So if I can somehow get to 500 subs here in the next few months and get like a little bit more watch hours, I'll somehow be able to get monetized, which wasn't even a goal of mine. I just think it's kind of awesome. It shows in English on my side. Oh no, it definitely shows in English on my side. Wait, are you guys seeing Brenda type in Spanish right now? Because I mean, even if she typed in Spanish, I would know what she's saying. But that's really interesting how YouTube works then, because I'm seeing everything in English. We don't speak Spanish in chat. Beans, okay. I know a lot of you in here don't speak Spanish, but your boy is 75% at heart Latino. So, all right. Maybe because now if we were on another stream and you were typing in Spanish, I would probably see it in Spanish. But maybe because it's my stream, it's translating. But that doesn't make sense because I see people type in Spanish all the time. Yeah, that makes sense. No, Beans, you're never rude. I know what you're saying. I just, and it's not like I don't speak it that well, but I can, like I said, leer, I can read Spanish very well. I understand and if you're speaking it at me, Joe, go do this, Joe, cook this, pancake, flip the damn pancakes. Okay, I got you. But me speaking it back, that's not my strong suit. It's like I can buy whiskey, I can taste whiskey. Am I great at the notes for you? No. I understand though what it does at the end of the day. And that's what's important. Also, it's the food, the family culture. I've always felt Latino at heart. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm the palest, gringo ever. But you know what's funny, Beans? You're not the only one. I got a buddy, TJ. His name is Nazario, right? Full blood. He does not, and he's even worked in restaurants. His knowledge of Espanol is it's a muy piquito. It's just not good. That's a funny name that just said hi. What's up, Ben? By the way, king of jokes or understanding them. So that's actually a funny name. I kind of like that. No Diddy. Name is Ben. Oh man, that's like whenever I sign up for or I get food delivered, it's always Hugh Janus. Hugh. Hugh Janus. That's funny. I'm hoping he comments more than saying hi. You're welcome in here. Yeah, huge ass is another good one. Tyga gets it. I still think Dixon cider. Like if you come out with like a cider brand, like Dixon cider, that's hilarious. That's a fun play on words. Dixon cider. Yeah, like see to me that's it's not the height of comedy, but that kind of dumb shit, that kind of silly shit is where that's Now, I appreciate, historical comedy and stuff that's, the Dennis Miller ratio where only 1 in a million find it funny. I'm that guy where, he jokes about the Battle of Antietam. I appreciate all levels of comedy, but that kind of, that simple, silly shit, yeah. What's going on? Well, hello to everyone here. Can I afford one more mod on chat? I don't know. I kind of like seeing Brenda's name in gray, but I don't know. Nah, dude, Alan Brenda's cool as shit, man. And oh man, and by the way, her chisme, her tea, she but she's really respectful. Like she tells you the facts, but like you want all the tea when she's talking about it. Like you're just like, enseñame, teach me, tell me, like just keep talking. Like they did what? What? She likes gray. All right, we're keeping her gray. A lot of cheese. You know me, chismoso. That's what I do. Now, you guys are awesome, by the way, for joining me. Anytime you guys join in my chat, I appreciate it. But it's a Friday night. A lot of y'all have kids. Some of y'all don't. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me. Happy Friday, Ricardo. Oh, yeah, for sure. Thank you, AJ. Hit the like button. By the way, if you don't want to comment, hitting the haha faces, the hearts, it's just as good as a comment. Apparently, it helps bump algorithm, this and that. Even if you hide people. So if you hide someone and they put an angry face, a hot, see, like that. Anytime someone taps an emoji, it's just as good as a comment. From what I've been told, I don't know. Like I said. We just did. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Need some more Coca-Cola. I'm going to top this off. Now, beans that you're here, let's see if this actually works. Let's see if I can get you a little bit of a... Just for you, Beans. Other than Birch beer on draft, the Mexican Coca-Cola is absolutely my favorite soda ever. Like it's just so good. Actually, I think I have a little bit more left in here. I do. This cup is awesome. So I still got a little bit left, but the charred inside is pretty damn sweet. So Alan, anyone else in chat? Do you guys have like wooden glasses or Glens? And have you noticed like any taste difference? Because the last thing I'm going to do is take something really nice and pour it into this. You know, it's like I'm not going to take my Parker's and pour it into that because it's already a fantastic bottle. But for you know, like I said, cheaper pours or things I've already that are shelf staples, pouring it into that just kind of adds a little bit something extra to it. Now, regular Woodford, I'll dump into that. Not dump, I'll pour into that. Now, the double oaked is already a good pour by itself, so I have no need to pour it into that cup. But Sprite or Pepsi? Oh my goodness. I cannot do Sprite. Nugget ice? Hell yeah. Oh, peanut butter cookies. Hell yeah. Sounds good. Just catching up, guys. No, we got some funny people in this chat. I love our community. Liquid Death, I can't. I've tried some of the Liquid Death water. I think I've tried like 3 or 4 varieties, and I get why people like it. It's just not for me. If I'm going to drink water, I'm going to drink straight water, or I'll add like a packet of like a liquid IV once a day just to stay hydrated. But for the most part, I'm drinking straight water. Or I like Saratoga if I want, you know, like a bottled water, or I'll if I'm feeling bougie, I definitely go for like volcanic for damn sure. I don't know who Richard is. Oh no! Oh, you know what? I'd have to check who my subs are, but if I can only tell who is sub to me if your subs are public. So like if you sub to someone and you don't want your info public, I would never know you sub to me. The people that make their subscriptions public are, you know, I'll see them. By the way, anyone that does sub to me and your subscription is, I'll sub back to you. Doesn't mean I'm always going to check out your, you know, all of your content and this and that. I'll do my best. But if you take time out of your day to watch my content and sub to me, and I can see that you subbed, I will sub back. And by the way, anyone that has ever left a comment on any of my content, I respond to them or I go to their page and do the same. So Sprite. I don't know. If I want something, if I want a clear soda, I'm gonna drink ginger ale. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. The flavored sprites are good. Like I like the cherry sprite, and they had one. What is it like? Is it the tropical remix? The one that's got the orange label? But Sprite by itself, I'm just I I don't know. To me, it's just carbonated sweet. Why? There's not enough of a lemon or lime profile for me in that one. Like I can find something better. Also, by the way, the Mexican squirt, no Diddy. in the glass bottles, the Mexican Squirt. Now, you know what? Maybe I need to try the Mexican Sprite, but I don't like basic Sprite in cans, you know, but Mexican Coca-Cola, Mexican Squirt in the bottles, fantastic. All right, let's pour some more up. McDonald's Sprite. All right, so I have heard that McDonald's Sprite does hit different. Can anyone else in chat like agree to that? Because I've also heard that's a cure for certain things. Like if you get a Mexican Sprite and like a burger or something else from McDonald's, it might help with hangovers. Or I do know that McDonald's, their wider straws help the syrup hit your tongue different, so that does change the taste depending on it's the delivery method. Their wider straws do help the flavor profile, but I'm not sure if I've ever had a Sprite from McDonald's. Yeah. Alan leaving? Alan, let me know, did that package not arrive yet, dude? I was hoping it would have been there by today, but definitely have a good night, man. Chat is so weird. I keep seeing. I'm gonna try and take a screenshot at some point because it's showing me like these weird symbols before everyone's chatting. I don't know what the hell that means. All right. You sent me a message? Okay. I'll check it after the stream, buddy. Okay. That's some bullshit, Al. All right, let's drink a little bit more. Andrew Beans, you got a bottle of Buffalo Trace on your shelf? I would assume yes at this point, right, Andrew? By the way, if you're here and do not follow Andrew's allocations, Minnesota, his shorts views are crushing. I know it's because he goes to Costco, or he says it's because he goes to Costco. He actually has really good content, and he did his first live with Al Gordon recently. So go sub to Andrew's allocations. But I assume you guys have a bottle or two or seven, like you should, on your shelf, your war chest. No self-respecting whiskey or bourbon man doesn't have Buffalo Trace. Yes, you have. Okay. Bunch of Al haters. What? You make fun of me 6 or 7 more times, and I'm out of here. So Annette, he's not trying to be offensive. I understand why. Yeah. So certain topics can affect certain people. So yeah, but Annette, just understand that Queasy is only making jokes. He's not trying to attack anyone. I've never thought about it that way, Tyga. Like, I mean, if that does something to you, not you specifically, but anyone else, if that sounds or looks sexual, you might want to seek therapy. I mean, it is a tasty bottle, though. Yeah, I almost dropped that. You almost saw that. I don't know. That is a bitchin' bison on the label, though. Maybe you're right. You might be right. And so I really, really enjoy this because maybe it's just because I'm a huge fan of, you know, the whole smoked char profile. It's not like it adds, like, it's not like you pour anything into this and you're going to taste a campfire, or it just makes it instantly smoky or instantly charred, but it's going to add slight more oak and, like I said, that specific vanilla you get from something that's been charred. Very good. What did I miss? You know what's funny? I used to work for Red Lobster. Oh man. And how do I say this? I mean, I'm far removed from the company. I didn't sign an NDA, but I'm trying to think about what to say. Actually, you know what? Before I go into anything that might be gross to someone, let me tell what I think is a fun story about Red Lobster. So you walk into Red Lobster. I know there's not that many nowadays, but you walk in, they have that I don't know why that flame behind me just scared the shit out of me. But you walk into Red Lobster and they've got the lobster tank and they have different sized lobsters. Well, we had just gotten in a fresh shipment on why the day of the week, why I'm trying to remember that doesn't really matter to y'all, but it matters to me. Thursday or Friday. Anyway, so I stock all the fresh lobsters into that tank at the front of the restaurant. You've got everything from a pound and a quarter up to 4 pounds, like those big boys, big ass lobsters. Well, overnight, somehow, one of the tiny lobsters got a band off of his crusher claw. The smallest lobster in that tank demolished every single one of them because they couldn't defend themselves. All that fucking tail flapping they do to try to escape, it was no good. You're in a confined space, and this man is just one gunning, just snipping off lobster bits everywhere. I walked in, and it was just like a slurry of just silliness. Lobster claw, like, and it was almost like he hunted for sport. He didn't just like go for the vitals. There's every leg is chopped. There's claws. Like, dude was vindictive, and so I walk in to open the restaurant. I just, I kind of do like that double take you first do. It's like, go. That lobster tank was fucked up, man. And you didn't have enough time to clean it out before customers showed up. But as I'm scooping out all these dead bits and things, you can't even use for like a gumbo or anything, just all that product gone into the trash. Eventually, all the dead stuff comes out. I take the net, and all of a sudden, I feel some resistance. That one motherfucker that was still left pops up, and he is just ornery. So I start laughing. I was like, how are you still? I was like, how? And I noticed there's no band on his claw. I was like, you motherfucker. So I showed the boss, and he's like, I can't believe it. I was like, I'm buying this lobster. I'm buying it and I'm eating it for breakfast. Because it was like, 9 in the morning. I was like, I'm buying this lobster. I'm eating it for breakfast. I could almost taste the anger. He was so upset. But he went out like an OG. I mean, he took out a pound and a quarter lobster taking out a 4-pound biggin. Kind of crazy. Sorry for going off on a tangent there, guys. Do we have someone new in chat that I missed? It don't matter. It's all good. Would you choose Blanton straight from the barrel or Jack Daniel's single barrel strength? So, because I've never had Blanton straight from the barrel, If you're new to the stream, thank you. Welcome in. I am not I am not a huge fan of Blanton's. Even when it was cheaper in this net, and I had a whole carousel of the horsies, right? Um, I've heard that the regular Blantons, you look for the higher Rick. I've never had the straight from the barrel. I've had a sample of the gold years ago, and I was a fan of that, but I have never found a gold or a straight from the barrel at a decent cost. But a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, dude, I'm a huge fan. I've even got where are we at? Oh, that's my 14. Excuse me. Pardon me as I reach through all my Jack Daniels here. And once again, shout out to Travis Robeson for this. So I love Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. I'm a bigger fan of the rye because that bottle I can consistently find for about $65, and the proof is it's always up there. You're getting 65 to sometimes over 70% ABV almost every time you buy a single barrel proof rye. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Jack Daniels. Like I said, I haven't had the other one, so I can't give you an honest comparison. Hey, what's up, Mary? I would love to get a if I could find a Blanton straight from the barrel. I've told everyone in the stream this. I'll buy that bottle because everyone here knows I do not like regular Blantons. But if I find a gold or a straight from the barrel at a MSRP or close, I'm definitely going to buy it. And I will review it. I'll crack it live and give my honest opinion on it. Absolutely. I'm a silly sort. There's no sense in lying about things. There's a lot of bottles I would love to get my hands on. And there's bottles I used to have that I never once cracked that I no longer own. If you're an OG, you know She Who Shall Not Be Named, but it's still a story I haven't told live. It's for another time. I think when I get to 500 subs, I will tell a story of how all of my 2012 through 2014 Pappies and Beat it just got destroyed. I know. Tiny violin. But if I still had some of those bottles now, oh my. Mm. Yeah, not being able to sleep is the worst. Well, I know Mary has had a rough week. Not going to put her business out there, but shout out to Mary for being here. Thank you very much. You know what? We've had some Buffalo Trace. What else do I want? I'm trying to think. Do I want something to Glen, or do I want to take something that's a lower end and put it into the cup? But nothing behind me is lower end. So like, tell you what I haven't had in a while is some Rock Hill Farms. By the way, anyone out there in this whiskey community, if you're able to find Rock Hill Farms, I know you guys are buy for yourself first. If you somehow find someone that's selling more Rock Hill Farms, let me know. Oh, she's just such a pretty bottle. Mi caballos. Damn, I think it's been, I know I've drank this on live before, but it's had to have been at least a couple months by now. All right, so we're gonna do this. See what we got. Hold on. Let me make sure we're good. All right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. She got a tight seal. That was like fucking Tupperware, bro. It's like a cherry bomb. trying to think when I purchased this bottle. So this bottle, actually, I want to say I've had this bottle, this Rock Hill Farms. I might have bought this like near the end of 2024 because I know I can't replace it for the cost I got. So yeah, all of you out there that say, "Oh, what? Like you don't crack bottles?" I do, and then once you know you can't replace it, you gotta let it sit for a minute. Like I'm pretty sure I've had this bottle over a fucking year now, and I still got a decent amount left. God damn, it smells good. Am I missing comments? I don't know who we got. Do I like scotch? I do like scotch, but it depends. I like more the Islay or Islay. I don't know how you pronounce it over the Highland. But I'm over a huge peated fan. Like I'm a huge Ardbeg fan. I like that real smoky profile. We got Summer in here. Hey, Summer, how we doing? Al's hilarious. Annette went to sleep. Okay. You'd have to pay 100 USD to get the dude. What? Wait, if you can get straight from the barrel for 120 USD, then you should do that over the regular Blantons for damn like. Yeah, no, that seems like a no-brainer. Even for I'm not insulting you, but if you can get a straight from the barrel for 120 US as opposed to regular Blantons for 100, I would definitely go for straight from the barrel. I'm just watching chat catch up. You guys are good. By the way, once again, guys, thank you very much for joining me. Queasy, you still here, buddy? I'm hoping no one had like a weird, upsetting moment earlier. I mean, people were making jokes, and I know that certain words are. We're all friends here, but I know certain things are. Certain people don't like certain jokes, but it's all jokes here. You picked up 2 straight from the barrel for. Damn, dude. Oh. Like I said, y'all know I am an avid hater of regular Blantons. Always have been. Even before I started doing content, every chat room I have ever been in, Whiskey Reaper, Kanan Whiskey, or Joe Unfiltered, I'm basically that guy that's in the corner like this. Enjoy your Blantons. Like, y'all have fun with your Blantons. And people keep telling me you've just never had a good bottle. Well, how many bottles do I need to buy and try? So it's just some of them it was straight ethanol and just ass at the back end. Some you get an initial good profile and then it's just it's gross at the back end. I've never had a good bottle of regular Blantons. And now that they want to raise it to 100, like I went to a store earlier today and I looked at the tags on the shelf, when you see an empty spot, Blanton single barrel, $129.99, and they're sold out. Who the hell out here is paying $130 for a regular Blanton's? I don't understand it. Maybe if you're running late to a party, you don't, or you're just completely fucking ignorant. Like you can get 2 to 3 bottles of better shit for 130 rather than spend that on one Blanton's. So when I do drink tea, it's definitely green tea. So I respect that. Mama Spencer's here? No way. Hi, Mama Spencer. The straight from the barrel is 128 proof. Okay. Beans said, I said hi first. So, Beans, were you that kid in school that when class ends, like you're packing up, you're making sure you're all studious, ready to go to your next study, but you're like, teacher, you forgot to give us homework. Was that you, Beans? Were you that kid in school? You had your trapper keeper, you had everything all organized. You're like, teacher, what about our homework? Do we have any weekend assignments? Tiger sounds like my niece. Absolutely not. Okay. Andrew, that's a lot of us, though, right? I think it's all about how you show your butt hurt, though. And because she's your wife and non ugly, she can get as mad as she wants and you can't say shit. Andrew, you've known how this works since day one with Beans, right? This is the fastest I think my chat has gone in a while, which I don't mind. I like when you guys have a place to talk amongst each other, you know. Like I said, I'm not as awesome as Kane and Whiskier, Joe Unfiltered. There are certain streams you join for certain things. There's I like to bring people together. That's honestly my whole thing, you know. I'm a silly sort. Yes, I do have the ability because I work hard to buy nice bottles, but you don't come to me because you're very curious about the tasting notes, the history. That's not my forte, you know. Joe Unfiltered, I love Mama Spencer. I know you're in here, and I'm not just trying to kiss your son's butt. Not that I would, no diddy, but his content, his editing, the amount of knowledge, the research, the history. That's the kind of stuff that's why he deserves all the subs he has. I'm here to just kind of connect people, and if I get subs, I do. You know, you get average Joe tasting notes, but you get higher level comedy in forearms. You know, I know one or two of y'all. This is why you're here, by the way. Just to see this. It's okay. You don't have to lie. Once again, Queasy, if you could let me know, or Andrew. You know, I think if Queasy doesn't answer me, I'm gonna send Andrew his own set of claws because I gotta see. I gotta see Andrew's allocations. I want to see you at Costco doing this. I want to see you just like picking through the. I don't think Beans would let you do that though. We'll see. We'll see. Beans, if I send Andrew his own set of claws, are you cool with that? Average Joe's a different channel. Oh, okay. Oh, we got Will in here. Hey, what's up, Will? How we doing, buddy? For the claws and flex, you know it, buddy. So hold on, hold on, we got someone new in chat. So hi-fi. If that's hi-fi, where are you from, man? Actually, no, well, first of all, hi-fi. Guys, we got someone new in chat, so I'm gonna be selfish and talk to them. So hi-fi. First of all, where are you from? Thank you for joining. Germany. Okay, well, that's awesome, man. Thank you for joining in. I don't know what time it is over there. You got to be at least 12 hours ahead, right? So it's already Saturday for you. So I have a buddy that I work with that's from forgive my ignorance. He's from Kaiserslautern. He's always wearing jerseys from Kaiserslautern. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know what the team name is, but He knows a lot of German phrases. I know English, Spanish, a lot of French, and some Croatian. But when it comes to German, you know. AJ, oh my goodness. That's hilarious. AJ just made me laugh. I love, man, it's 5 a.m. Okay, shit, man. Well, so are you waking up for the day? Like you got some strong coffee? Like what do you do in Germany to wake up? I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing out. Like I said, you know, I love just talking with new people. Kaiserslautern. See, I try not to be ignorant, and if I don't know how to say something, I'm gonna let you know. How about Italian? You know, I know very little Italian. Yeah, Mary, you're funny. I got the cup off. Okay, first of all, Queasy, I'm about to slam my. Bro, bro, you think I'm about to hit you with the deep voice? Hold on, hold on, hold on. You think Mama Aguas? You think my mom, Mama Aguas, the Stag 24C queen of the whiskey community, would have gone on Temu to buy me that cup? No, no, no. I love you, Queasy. That's not the case. Mama Aguas would never, never. Actually, I've told her that. Don't buy me that Temu shit. You come correct, son. Don't lie, that was a sexy spin. What do you want from me, Queasy? You know? You're welcome, Sheena. No, I know you mess with me. I was just fucking with you. Everyone likes Italian food. If you don't like Italian food, get the hell out of my chat. Pelican the Pelican comes later in the stream. Well, hi-fi. You know what, dude? I appreciate you joining in. There's way better content out there than me, but I'm trying to think of a German phrase. Like, I only know certain words in German, like Guten Tag. Let's see. Any other word I say is going to make me sound like an ignorant American. Like, I don't just want to say sauerkraut and Frankfurter, you know, because everyone kind of knows those words. Schadenfreude. There you go. There you go. There's a German word for you. Schadenfreude. Mein Liebchen. Hold on. My brain's starting to go into other words that are gonna. I'm not gonna go there. What do we got? What's the best thing about a pelican? Tell me, Will. They always do what the hell they can. That's. I like that. The best thing about a pelican is they do what the hell they can. It's not time for a pelican yet, though. You got. Oh, man. I kind of. Every now and then, though, I just get like a silly mood where I want to do something just to do it. Not that I'm a bridge jumper. You know, you're not going to see me just like, hey, man, you want to go watch me punch that cow in the nuts? Like, I'm not that kind of silly. But. All right, so we had some Rock Hill Farms. We've had some Buffalo Trace. That's only two things I've had so far. I could go for something a little higher proof before I finish with something sweeter. By the way, I am waiting. So 40th birthday is coming up this May. I've got a couple friends coming over for a giant ass party. A couple friends. I have a couple friends coming over, but they're bringing. We're gonna have. It's gonna be a big ass fucking party. I'm waiting to crack certain bottles or reopen some others. By the way, I was at bottle flipping bartender. Why? Just because it was fun, but it also, if I get an extra $2 to $5 out of you because I'm doing a little bit of a flourish, give me your money. You know what? I'm gonna break open some Stag. Well, I'm not gonna break it open, but I'm gonna pour some. By the way, the only Stag batch I have been able to find from 25 is 25A. I have not seen B, C, or D yet. I do know that when I was with, my mods or our mods, JP and Jen, that I was not really impressed with the Stag 25B or C batches. One tasted like for me so far, 24 batches kicked the shit out of 25 Stag Junior batches. 24C was by far the best of 24. For me, it went 24C, D. I think it went C, D, B, A. And like I said, I only have the 25A. But when I tried the B and C, I've never tried the D this year. No Diddy. One was like an alcoholic sweet tarts, and not in a good way. It wasn't that Stag profile you're always looking for. I'm missing comments. What do we got? They dropped it. Yeah. If you drop a bottle, you're an idiot. I can't get the 12-year where I'm at currently either. I would love to get the Eagle Rare 12-year. Like anyone else would. And what I find interesting is certain states get bottles before I do, but every now and then I will find a drop that happens near me that all of our Colorado friends and others haven't seen yet. And so it's not like I'm trying to describe this in the best way. That my Sherpa of bourbon and whiskey is Al Gordon, right? Lord Gordon he's absolutely goated. There's been twice now in life since I've known him where I found a bottle before he did. And it's one of those things you feel like you're on a mountaintop. The sun is shining. It's 70 and sunny. You're like, hey, Al, guess what I have? Oh. And you show it to him. He's like, I haven't found it. And then 2 days later, what does he do? He finds multiples. And you're happy for him, but it's like, oh, man. I love this whiskey community. It's so fun. But I would really like to get a hold of some bottles that, a lot of you guys have these Buff Turkey bottles, or there's Crittendens or JT Mellick. There are certain bottles that come out in certain states, or like a Stranahan Snowflake. Of course, me and you, Andrew, we would love that bottle, but we don't live in Colorado, so how do we get one? And also there's like Al was telling me that when you're a part of certain groups, you have access to buy bottles on the condition, not that we flip, but you don't take that bottle and sell it to someone. If you have access to that bottle, you buy it for you. You can share it, but don't you dare come into our store, buy our bottle, and then sell it to someone else. which I do respect, and I think that's how the whiskey game should work. Send me some Crown Royal. Shit, Mama Aguas loves the chocolate and the salted caramel. So if you did send me some Crown Royal, make sure you address it to Mama Aguas, man, because I'm not gonna drink that shit. The fat cat in the background? What are you talking about? The fat cat in the background? That's Ron Swanson. Did he have a cat? He eventually moves. It's just him drinking scotch for like 10 hours on end. Talking about Snorlax? Talking about my Pokemon? Behind my head. Talking about Snorlax. Right there, that guy. By the way, it's not flexing. I just have definition. Don't y'all mind that. Hold on. You talking about Snorlax? No, it's not a cat. Hold on. Let me show you, Beans. I got you, Beans. I got you. Oh, hold on. He's a little. He's heavy. He's heavy. Favorite Pokemon of all time, him and Gengar. If you don't like Snorlax, you get the fuck out of my stream. The man eats his weight in food every day and then goes to sleep. That's pretty fucking badass, right? That's my man Snorlax. No one's no one's flexing. Like I get this every time. No one's flexing, Mary. Mary, if you want me to flex, I'll flex, but I'm not flexing. Like without with intent right now. No. That's so funny. Are you flexing right now? Nope. You know what's funny is I think I want to get a spray tan because if you can't tone it, you tan it. So if I'm this pale and you can already see muscles, I want to get myself super tan, right, Mary? If I just, tell them to make me like what's like a honey level 2 or just, lightly bronze, just kind of up and down. It would be nice to kind of see, how things pop and stuff, but hey man, Pokemon pays the bills, bro. Looked like a burnt carrot. That's funny. Water's got BB guns, man. About to end this chat right now because of Queasy. Do I prefer higher proof whiskey? Actually, that's a really good question. Do I prefer higher proof whiskey? I think when it comes to higher proofs, a lot of us will chase something that's a hazmat just because it's a lot of times a limited release. It's not Everclear. I will say I look more for higher proofs from certain distilleries, but if you have something that's 90 proof but still has an amazing flavor profile, I'll buy that all day. I think for me personally, the 100 to 110 proof is kind of, I wouldn't say perfect, but to me that's the most approachable. If something I'm trying for the first time is something that's bottled in bond or maybe what they call cask strength. But like I said, certain bottles I'm definitely going to search for the higher alcohol level, but I do like bottles where you bring me in at 45 to 55% ABV, and then you have higher end releases. Make me I want a good basic product before I bother searching for something that's higher proof, because it shouldn't take your product being such a high proof. That's the only bottle I'm willing to buy. Like Rebecca Creek. It's really good, but you want that double oaked one, right? You've heard funny or what? A burnt carrot. Oh, okay. Beans, have a great night, my dear. My friend. All right. Someone remind me what I actually poured in that last one. I'm trying to remember now. Oh, it was a stag. It was a stag. That's what we did. It was a stag. We're in the 20s right now. From Woodford Reserve. Thank you, Hi-Fi. Yeah, so Woodford Reserve, I will say that like their basic Woodford Reserve is good for the price point. Their double oaked is awesome. If you can find a store pick, even better. I will tell you this though, I'm fucking pissed. I'm gonna use language right now. I'm fucking pissed that when it came out with that Woodford double oaked, not only did I spend the money to buy it, because I was gonna use it to trade for other things, and then that person backed out. Bro, they added so much fucking money to the cost of that bottle for a product that was. They conned people. Woodford conned people with that double oaked. Plain and simple. Your regular double oaked is fine. Why you decided to charge that much extra for a double oaked and make people fucking wait in line to buy it? I'm just saying, the rest of your products are great. I love your Madeira finishes. I love all this other stuff. I don't always buy the bottles. I have a friend. You have friends. You have bars because I'm around DC. I can go try whatever I want. But you motherfuckers got me on that double oaked. Like it wasn't any better. You could have poured it next to fucking Black Velvet and been like, Queasy would have been like, I'll take Black Velvet over this shit. What is YouTube hiding? How much to see me running outside with my shirt off? Actually, you know what? I do have Snow Angel content planned. If it does snow enough to where it's. Because, like I said, we get bullshit snow around here. I do have plans for snow. Rachy, ho ho! Hold on. Rachy showed up. Oh my goodness, I just got reinvigorated. Oh, hold on, Rachy's here. Hold on, sorry, fellas. There's a pretty lady in my chat. I gotta act accordingly. How you doing, Rachy? No, thank you so much for joining into the stream. I know it's not even late for you. It's early as fuck. But so we've been fancy today, Rachy. We had nice gold rimmed glass, some nice Coca-Cola Zero. We had a little bit of Buffalo Trace. I poured some into Glen, and then I poured some into the glass that Mama Aguas got me for Christmas, which you well know. And I will say it definitely did elevate the taste. Not that Buffalo Trace by itself needs elevated, but if you're used to sipping in a Glen, maybe switch it up to a wooden Glen or a nice, wooden cocktail glass. Just add a little bit more oak, tiny bit more vanilla, um, slight bit of char. Put them claws down. Shut up, bro. Don't you tell me what to do. I got Queasy out here telling me what to do and shit. And by the way, with the new Woodford Reserve, I have found that new. All right, was it the new high proof rye that's out? That cask strength, or what did Woodford come out with, like their new green label rye? Because I can actually find that, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I think I saw it for like 135 on the shelf, 125, 135. Punch through the table with the claws. Why the fuck would I punch through the table with the claws, man? You crazy. You had a double oak from 2021. It was absolutely amazing. That's what I'm saying. Certain barrels, certain bottles, certain releases, and I think honestly, what I find awesome and also kind of weird about the Jack Daniel's Heritage release this year, there are such crazy variations in taste from one barrel to another. The Heritage release is a fantastic bottle for me at that price point. The ones I bought, I've tried others where I'm just like, it just tastes like ethanol and graham cracker. Hopefully Alan's fucking bottle arrives this, because I'm dying for him when he can actually try that bottle. I need him to try it. It is a perfect toasted marshmallow fucking pour. And then I try other ones, like I said, it's ethanol and graham cracker, or it's pastry and the finish sucks. It's man. So maybe I got lucky with the bottles I found, because if I had tried other bottles first of the JD Heritage before I tried mine, I'd be like, I can't believe I searched for this bottle. This thing sucks. You know what I mean? Yours didn't have much marshmallow. Google clucking whiskey. I don't know what that means. Claws down, pecks up. That's funny. Hey, by the way, hi-fi. If you could hit the like and sub, if I could get one more today, I'd really appreciate you. If not, it's okay. You tell me what I got to do to earn your sub, and I'll do it, buddy. AJ, I've never heard of that. Clucking? So I got like put a chicken over my bottle? I promise my faculties are still fine. You got to worry. All right. So we've had some Buffalo Trace. We have had some. Actually, we also had some Rock Hill Farms. We had Buffalo Trace, Rock Hill Farms, Stag 24A. Y'all know this is a great problem to have. You just look at something, it's like, what do I. It's kind of like when you get stoned and you go to like the candy aisle at a store and you're just like, I don't know if I want a Nutrageous, some sweet tarts. Like, that might be a bad or the best example ever. Like, oh no, I have such a problem. I tell you what, I know what I want to do. Thank you, chat, for helping me answer myself, even though I didn't read your comments. We're gonna go with this bad boy. You know why? Because I like the taste of it, and like Bon Jovi says, it's my life. before we do that. Excuse me, that was uncouth. Stay hydrated, motherfuckers. All right. Let's have a little bit more of our Mexican Coca-Cola. Pretty good. How much did you pay for that Jack Daniels? I spent about $100 on that one. Yeah. Good night, Mary. Oh, wait. Is Mary going to bed or someone else? Busting out the single malts. How much does it cost to buy me for an hour? That's funny. Al said, let him grab that JD. Okay. Clucking brings out the flavor. Okay. All right. Thank you, High Five. Appreciate you, buddy. Mary, do me a favor and comment one more time. Hopefully that worked. By the way, I'm going to shout out Mary. She's an amazing woman and person. She's had a rough week. I'm not going to go into it, but shout out to Mary for being an awesome friend. The barrel strength or the American single malt? Well, so honestly, this is the only time it says American single malt, but this bottle is an international only release, right? So I can go to any liquor store around here in America. I'm not going to find it, or at least maybe not any liquor store in America, but I'm not going to be able to find this bottle on the shelf. This bottle is from an estate sale in New Zealand. So someone that passed away had a very, very expansive and nice collection. They had international only releases. So someone goes in there, buys up the bottles, they sell them online, and every now and then you can actually find, this bottle was $100 USD. Now it's a 1 liter. It's only, it's only 45% alcohol by volume. What the hell? You spent $100 on a bottle of Jack Daniels? Yes, I did. If that's crazy to you, I'm sorry. It's not crazy to me. It's an international only release. Now I know they use this same color label for, their twice barrel releases, other things, but the sherry cask finish, this is only bottle I have of this, and I can't replace it unless I find it for, another good deal online. You're part of Indiana. It's -3 degrees. Damn, Brandon. AJ, just ask the question, man. Mary will definitely kick your fucking ass. If anyone has a question, just ask it, man. Rachie, thank you for being here, man. It's so late. It's like, well, it's early for you, but Rachie, thank you so much, my dear. I'm so glad you're here. Kind of gave me a second win. Oh, dude. AJ, that's mods. Do not hide him for that, but dude, that's not a cool quote. Wow. 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 No, he asked me a question that's I will say this, kudos to you for getting me to stop what I'm doing and think about something. I'm not saying you're it's not often in life that someone like actually catches me on something. No, you know what? I appreciate what you're asking. I'm not don't worry about it, okay? That's not something we're gonna wow, man. Womp womp. Hold on, we're gonna make that better. There's only ever been and only ever gonna be one Bruno. Bruno Aguas was the original mascot for the channel. If you guys are new here, yeah. By the way, since this is my only bottle of this, not too much is gone. It's a 1 liter bottle. That 1 liter bottle, by the way. But like I said, it's only one I have, so I want to make sure I'm not just constantly tapping into it, you know. So that Brock Hill Farms I've had for over there's bottles I've had here for like a year and a half plus. You kind of just want to keep things around. My Coy Hill though is my best bottle that is dangerously fucking low. But I'm gonna save the last pour of that for when I turn 40 because yeah. Oh my god. Why don't they have this bottle as a staple in the States? It pisses me off. Jack Daniels, I love y'all to death. Put this bottle on every shelf. What? Why? Why can't you do it? Finish more of your shit in sherry. Like, it's a fantastic pour. Why do I gotta fucking find an estate sale from some dead dude in New Zealand to get that bottle? Sorry, I'm being verbose. I'm yelling. We don't yell here. What am I missing? You dig my Ninja Turtle shirt. Love you for digging it. I dig you for digging it. Hold on, what's Rachie saying? I saw a little book. 155. Okay. AJ, you're good, buddy. Bookers, I am not a huge fan of Bookers, man. I only joined Joe's live to chat with Rachie. Al, you sound like me, dude. AJ, no one's. You're good, man. No one said anything. I'm just happy as hell. Rachie showed up. Like I said, it kind of gave me a second win. By the way, I think all of y'all know that I. Hey Joe, why don't you? Are you single? I guess technically yes, but is there someone I like in life? Yeah. Is she in chat right now? Mayhaps. I think that's all that needs to be said. We're not going to go into details. Actually, I will tell you this though, because we are a fully honest stream here. I have got to use a lavatory. If y'all know what that is, like I'm not asking teacher for a hall pass. This is my stream, but I'm going to the lavatory. So I'm going to make sure I mute the stream so Rachie does not make another song out of this. So it's number one. So, random question: who has seen the movie A League of Their Own? When Tom Hanks is hungover, not that I'm hungover, but he walks into the bathroom, and Madonna starts timing him how long his piss takes. That's what that was. If a dump would have been longer than that, I was gone for a decent amount of time, but not long enough to like, you know. Sometimes when I sneeze, a farts. That makes sense. Why'd I have to read that comment out loud? That's a long piece. I'm telling you, it was long. When he comes back out, I'm reading these comments. Oh my god. Was Rachie still here? There we go. A clean pinch? Nah, man. Nah. You know what? I don't do that Charlton Heston thing where you just drop and go. Apparently, that man never used toilet paper. I will say this about AJ. I'm going to say this one time, AJ. I respect the fact that you keep showing up and that you know the rules, man. You are I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say you're welcome in this community, okay? But it's above the level of tolerating you. We want you to be a chill dude, right? And that goes for any troll. Certain people that come in, you know what you're doing, you're going to get fucking hidden. If you're going to want to be a part of this community, and that includes every other stream, Whiskier, Al Gordon, Joe Unfiltered, Queasy, if he decides, once he gets 50 subs, he wants to do his own lives, Be a chill dude. Don't be an asshole when you enter people's chats, and that's all we ask, man. Takes way too much energy to be an asshole. Dude, I would love to see a Queasy Beans stream because the one time that I did do a live with Andrew and Beans, technical difficulties, I had to delete it. But by the way, if anyone ever wants to do a co-live with me, I mean, you don't even have to have 50 subs. All I have to do is send you a link, this and that. By the way, all my trolls, hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you a link. You have every right to do a split screen and tell the world about myself, about yourself. What's your purpose on YouTube? Why do you dislike me? Or why do you like me so much? I literally, dude, I cannot get enough of this bottle. I think JP has like 3 or 4 of these on back. We got a couple people in the whiskey community that when they find a bottle they like, they buy backups. JP was like, "Hey, dude, I can get you one at this cost you want." I was like, "It's only 45 ABV. I don't know if I want that." He's like, "It's an international only release. You need to buy." I was like, "You know what? You've welcomed me into your home 3, 4, 5 times now. You've poured me amazing pours. You've showed me things I've never heard about. I'm going to trust your judgment." So, boom. Plus, that kind of blue label it's a little bit sexy. It really is. I'm a sucker for marketing. Like anytime a restaurant comes out with like a limited time only thing, you know. Oh, man. So even though it's finished in a sherry cask, it's not overly sweet. You get that subtle sweetness on the back end, which is what I really enjoy. By the way, in case anyone wants to see the color, I know I'm terrible at this, and I've been manhandling this glass all night. So the specific tannins you get from a sherry cask. You know what? I'm going to say this as a former bartender. I think all the different smells behind a bar, because you're pouring so many cocktails, you're mixing so many things, like all the different sugars, all the different scents. Like it's kind of like overwhelming at first, and then you do go nose blind to things for a while, and you couple that with cigarettes. It's like it's taking me a little bit to get back into appreciating certain notes, unless they punch you right in the face, like Ardbeg. That you even without taste buds, you're gonna taste Ardbeg. Like it's just smoky goodness. I do. So with this, I do like the cocoa I'm getting out of this. Right? It's no Diddy. It's like chocolate covered nuts. So damn smooth. Like I said, I really it's the cocoa. It's like cocoa powder, not so much chocolate on the scent, but when you drink it, you get the chocolate covered nuts. No Diddy. Like I'm gonna describe it how I want to fucking describe it. Y'all call me what you want. Was 39 years old before I tried an international only Jack Daniels release. It's like, where the hell have you been, Joe Waters? I'm trying to look at the shipping label now. So it's a product of USA, shipped overseas, and then shipped back, which is why you had to pay extra for it. And it's just so crazy how certain things work. But I tell you what's made in America that's always good: whiskey and bourbon. The Japanese are also good at whiskey, but no. Americans, jazz music and whiskey and bourbon. It's specifically American goodness, right? That's our thing: jazz music and fucking alcohol. I'm missing a lot of comments. Left hand is fucked. All right. Rachie is a Bruja, so she. Hey, Big Fish. Oh my God, I missed Big Fish's comment. Man, you gotta love. Y'all gotta let me know when Big Fish comes in. By the way, follow his fucking channel, dude. Big Fish is fucking awesome. I always enjoy your live streams. I'm pretty new. Oh, on vacation. Oh man. You know what's funny is my vacation stream, Brandon, got me flagged by YouTube for when I was at the arcade and playing music or this and that, or I think it was when I was also smoking on live stream. By the way, don't smoke cigarettes; it's bad for you. But no, I went from like 1,000 views per live stream down to like 200 to 300, which, like I said, I don't give a shit. But the way YouTube's algorithm works is that sunrise stream was a lot of fun though. Damn, dude, that was like September of last year. You've been here for a while, then, man. Y'all don't know about Rachie. That woman. She's from Yorkshire, and she is fucking amazing. Big Fish, man. I've been doing well, man. I'm hoping the next time you visit the East Coast, me and you can hook up and actually, link up and hook into some lunkers, do something, man. Tell you what, Big Fish, we can bring some Coleman's and some bottles. Yeah, you bring you bring them blue bullets. I'll bring some bottles and some bait. I think that would be a good stream. I think that'd be awesome as hell. Because you could have whiskey and big fish and whiskey on the water. There's a way we could, parlay that into some fucking awesome content. You prefer whiskey from the U.S. over any other whiskey around the world. The taste is intense. I also like Scotch, but then it has to be a cat. Okay, so I can understand that. Yeah. So, like I said, for me, I'm very mostly I'm miss on Scotch because Scotch it's single malt. I need something that has a really intense profile. Like I said, maybe I should start doing more Ardbeg streams because if someone from that company could hit me up, like, dude, I love all their stuff. There's not something, Bizarrebecue, Wee Beastie. Just don't fall in. Ain't gonna fall in, buddy. On a quick sidebar, AJ, if Raichi has permission to ban AJ, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyone insults Raichi, I'm gonna have a huge fucking issue with you. I'm just letting y'all know. So Hi-Fi, you said you're from Germany. So I know in Germany you guys start drinking not is it just beer or is it alcohol regardless at an early age? Like forgive my ignorance. I know in Germany like I've heard stories of like, 4-year-olds drinking shot, this and that. Many beer. Okay. I think it's really interesting. Like, in America, you can be 18 years old, you can take a bullet for your country, but people will give you a beer, but you're not legally allowed to buy one. It's kind of fucking stupid. Leaders, yeah. See, our conversion system, I remember I was 8, 9 years old, and our school system tried to change us over to the metric, and it was just fought by too many people. Like we'll never be on the metric system here. But we do have quarts of oil. Why? I tell you this though, we kept liter for cola. Like if you're Farva from Super Troopers, can I have a liter of cola? We kept liter in general, like for sodas, because it's a more attractive word than quart. But what happens when it comes to oil? I'm not being a conspiracy theorist, but when it comes to the metric system, the only thing we use a quart of oil here. Why? That's what the whole world knows it has. We don't use a liter of it, or the one word we pretty much kept from the metric system here in America is quart. Listen, if you're Farva, liter of cola? Can I have a liter of cola? Do we have liter of cola? Just order a large Farva. I don't want a large Farva. I want a liter of cola. What's my favorite whiskey? That is a very tasty question. What is my That's like asking what's your favorite waterway or what's your favorite thing to catch? I mean, it's all, honestly though, from what I have of what you see or what I own currently, let's see. Actually, no, that's the wrong bottle. That's actually a nice bottle. Where are we at? Where are we at? This is my favorite bottle that I own. It's my top 5 pour of all time. the Jack Daniels 14-year-old. I still remember, I'll never forget the day that I was at the store and this popped out. Like the guy he comes out from the back. He's got a hand truck with certain allocates. He's got Jack Daniels 14. He's got the Bomb Burgers PFG. He's got Heaven Hill 19. It was the sexiest hand truck you've ever seen. Like the sexiest delivery possible if you love allocated whiskey. Like the skies opened up, heaven shines down upon you. But I'm by myself as a single man. Womp womp. Didn't have a friend or a significant other with me, so it's one allocated total per person. So it's like I gotta choose between this amazing beauty or the other 4 allocators that dropped, which I would also love to have on my shelf. I made the right decision. This is absolutely my favorite thing that I own. Is it my favorite thing I've ever tasted? Back in 2014, when I still had my Pappies and other things, like I said, story for another time, that was my favorite port ever. But since then, if we're talking about my whiskey and bourbon journey since I've been joining lives and this and that, this is absolutely my favorite. I know it looks like she's getting low because she is, but now let's see. My other favorite pour I have is I don't know where I'm looking right now. See, I do have the Tanager. That's pretty fucking awesome as a cigar blend, but oh, here we go. So I don't own any BTACs, the Buffalo Trace Antique collections, but anyone that knows that Parker's is a sought after bottle, and if you can find it at cost, it's absolutely what you should pick up. This is a mix of 15-year-old, 12-year-old, and 11-year-old. I'm making sure I'm not missing comments. Sorry, guys. How often do I take a sip? Well, I mean, you've seen me talking now for a while, so I will say as often as you see me take a sip live is about as often as I do it off stream. I kind of, I sit in 2 to 3, 4 hours of traffic every day. Like all of my people in my chat, especially, like Rachie, I'll text her like, Rachie, I just got home. This shit sucks. I'm about to pour something up. Because I never drink after work. Well, unless I'm stopping at a red. But, I don't drink and drive like that kind of shit. But so since Big Fish has joined my chat. By the way, mods, I know you've seen if all of my mods could do me a favor and subscribe to his channel. He actually sounds like Georgie from The Big Bang Theory. What's that show they have out? Georgie and Mandy. I'm not making fun of you, Big Fish, but like your voice definitely sounds like Georgie, and he has amazing fishing content, and he responds to everyone in chat. We shout people out here. You getting sleepy? Okay. Nah, Big Fish is a dude. I love his channel. So you know what? Actually, if you're ever I know you like your Blue Bullets, you like your Bud Light, my dude, but if you're ever at a store and you see some like higher end bottles or something where you're like, this is why we network. Like, hey Joe, I just found a nice bottle. Would you? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Buy it. Send it. I got. You know what's crazy is living in Southern Maryland, you would think my proximity to DC and higher end bars means more stores want to stock things. Like, there's a lot of fucking money in this area. You have a lot of fucking rich people, and you still have B-Tac sitting on a shelf. Why? Because nobody wants to spend $1,700 for a handy Sazerac. But also, what these stores do, they will pay you for higher end bottles, and I'm so sick of seeing it. A store in Virginia dropped some more Tenured Hill. There's like 12 bottles, all of them gone within half an hour. All of them were sold to bars in DC. So you have people buying shit that, listen, I may be ignorant when it comes to tasting notes and this and that. I at least will fucking, if I buy something, it's going to get drank. The people that buy and flip bottles, bro, stick to Pokemon cards, please, or baseball or football. Stick to cards. Stop taking bottles off the fucking shelf. Stop making it so ridiculously insane for people that want to drink stuff to find stuff. Like, who the hell buys Blanton's, like I said, for $130? The Fortaleza is actually, which one is this? By the way, hold on. Shout out to you knowing that is fucking Fortaleza. That's pretty fucking cool, man. Hey, Emilio, how we doing? Yeah, dude. First of all, you gotta. Wow, that's set behind shit. This man knew it was fucking Fortaleza. Wow. Actually, no. This bottle I got is just regular Blanco. Is it because you recognize the top sitting in the background? I didn't even have the label showing, and this man said, "Which one do you have there?" That's fucking crazy, dude. Good eye. I actually might open that this weekend because we're about to get snowed in. I got plenty of limes. I got some salt. I got shot glasses. I'm actually really impressed. Kudos, man. But no, this is just your basic Blanco. It's not like a winter release or anything special. I actually have a bunch of these, which is why I just like put it on live for streams. Because there's no reason to leave a basic bottle like this sealed. I mean, because I've got another one that, like, you just show stuff just to kind of like, hey Joe, what do you got in the back shelf? I got more of these. Exactly, iconic top. You know what, man? I've never wanted to worry about getting monetized, but if it does happen, it's gonna happen, and yeah. So you're not all whiskey. I'm definitely not all whiskey. My last name is Waters. Like, my name is Joe Waters. So, and also you add a drop of water every now and then to higher proofs to kind of open up the profile. But I just thought it was a clever name for my channel. But no, every now, I mean, you get moods for certain things. If I'm drinking wine, I'm usually, it has to be with a certain meal. Um, I I pair wine with food. Um, yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, I will tell you this though: if you're ever eating pizza, you grab yourself a Pinot Noir, a darker wine with it actually works really well. Get yourself a nice Pinot Noir and some pizza. Thank me later. You pair wine with war. 9 tries. Well, like I said, man, I'm not even worried about like going monetized. Like that's not even my goal. I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. You know, my stream is about just kind of connecting people, and uh, I met our amazing whiskey community through another stream at first, where I was a moderator. But Al Gordon, Joe Unfiltered, Whiskier / Kanan, that's his real name. There's a couple channels that connect thousands and thousands of people. And I was never trying to leech off of that. I just like being a small part of the community. And when those bigger streamers aren't going live, or whenever I feel the want to, I just like to go live. I just like to be silly. You know, and I know I haven't, and despite I said I have an army of trolls, I don't give a fuck. Like, there's so many people that are just afraid to be real and show themselves. And you know what? I've got decent whiskey, like that I want to drink and share with people, and because I know there's a huge section of the community, they follow other people because, well, why am I buying this bottle? They want the tasting notes, they want this and that. Other people, they just like an average Joe, literally, that tells you how it is. And you know, because I had one guy message me like, "There's only 14,000 bottles of the 10-year Hill, and you snagged one, and you don't even know it." First of all, Kyle, shut the fuck up, right? You can be mad at me all you want. I'm so sorry that I'm not like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? I don't know who sings that song, but what do you want from me? I found the bottle at a good cost because I networked my ass off. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna show it online, and I'm sorry that you couldn't like. Literally, what do you want from me? I know it's only one of 14,000 bottles. I'm not giving you the best tasting notes, but you know what? I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna show y'all. It's fucking tasty. Speaking of which, the bottle in question is this is a bottle people are hate. I got a hazmat of this bad boy. Yep, yep, yep. That is a Jack Daniels Tanyard Hill. Tanyard Hill. It's a hazmat, and it's my first allocated hazmat. So we got Glenn in here. He means a bottle, right? Yes, Boteas. Hey, Glenn, how we doing, buddy? Tiger, you're goated in here. Don't you worry about it. Hi-Fi, would you retract? My pizza preference? My pizza preference is no Diddy. I like meat lovers, right? And if you go to my channel, you'll see what I post in my community. I went to a place called Lito's Pizza it's an East Coast chain who I actually used to work for. I said, "Can I get extra bacon?" They said, "I got you, fam." It was like 22 slices. Like, it wasn't even chopped up bacon. It was like whole slices it was so much bacon. It was epic. But yeah, I mean, she dark. She a nice amber color. And they want to charge $900 right now for this bottle of Maryland. So if I go out to a liquor store right now, I'm like, "Hey, do you have the Jack Daniels Tanyard Hill?" "Yes, Habibi, I got you. You come behind here. I will show you price. I will show you price. Here, I can find you this bottle right here. $900. No. No. This is why I make friends. This is why I network. If you think I paid $900 fucking dollars for this bottle, you don't know me. First of all, that's that. No, 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 no. Bolognese. I like a good bolognese. Annette, have a good night, my friend. Shot, not shit. What did Will? All right. Hold on. What a good. Glenn said, weather is transient. Yes, it. Yeah. I got Big Fish and I got Glenn in my chat tonight. My night is set, bro. All right. Does anyone remember what the hell I actually poured up in this? Was this more of the Jack Daniel's sherry finish? That's my problem. I have so much Jack Daniels, I don't know what the fuck I'm pouring up. Sorry for language. I think that's the sherry finish right there. By the way, Big Fish, have you been here for the claws yet? You have your whip. Like, so Big Fish, his channel, when he gets rid of people, he's got the whip. We got the claws here, buddy. Once again, I'm willing to send any of my moderators or anyone else claws. You want your own set of claws? I'll even weld them together myself. He's still drinking? I think he's still drinking. Oh, that's definitely the sherry finish. I love when something has a long finish to it. Like, so it's different. Like, you step into someone's house, you don't want to smell cats all day. But when I'm drinking something, I want to know you've been in my throat. No diddy. Like, let me know I drank something for a decent little bit. Like, I shouldn't have to keep going back and forth. You know, that is such a damn tasty pour. Shout out once again to JP for letting me know about that. You'll take some claws? Okay. Do I know the MSRP of the Jack Daniel's single barrel strength? What, 65 to 70? Am I a sports guy? I'm definitely a fucking sports guy. I'm getting things ready. I can't wait till, hell yes. I'm a huge sports guy. I actually used to even coach youth football. Hence why I keep this always on my shelf next to my bottles. So for those of y'all that don't know, I was a damn decent baseball player in high school. Scholarships, blah, blah, blah. Injuries, set that aside. But when it comes to coaching, for me, it's football. It's what my dad always coached. It's my favorite sport. Being a 6-foot white guy, I had good hands, but not quick enough to be a slot receiver. My sport was baseball, right? But I'm a huge, huge sports fan. I like my sports betting. I like doing this and that. Yeah, dude, I love my sports. I'm a Redskins fan. I hate calling them the Commanders. They're always going to be the Redskins to me. And by the way, there's a signature on here. It says Dylan Turner, number 7. I know it's reversed, but funny story about that guy or that kid. When I was coaching him, was the quarterback for our team. If you've ever seen the movie Wedding Crashers, Vince Vaughn is making balloon animals, and a kid says, "Make me a bicycle clown." So the kid in that movie that tells Vince Vaughn to make him, a bicycle out of balloons, His name was Dylan Turner. And, at the end of the season, the kids give you a gift. But that was my quarterback for my team. And he was actually a pretty damn good quarterback. Funny as shit. We actually had a play design called Make Me a Bicycle Clown, where it was him on a bootleg where he threw opposite field, which you don't do. I know, but in youth football, it works because those defenses don't know. They don't know. See, life is interesting. Nationals are my absolute favorite team. Thank you, Big Fish. I appreciate you, dude. I'm just a silly man. I'm just a silly dude. No, so when I was growing up, I was a huge Cal Ripken Jr. fan. Growing up in Southern Maryland, you support the Orioles, but when the Nationals became a team, and I got big into collecting baseball cards and different jerseys and autographs, like Vladimir Guerrero was a player for the Expos who became, I'm a Nats fan now. And I get shit all the time from Orioles or O's fans. Oh, you switch teams, blah blah blah. You know what? You're GD right. I did switch teams from the Orioles to the Nationals because the stadium is better. First of all, no, I got tired just watching after Cal Ripken and Roberto Alomar and certain players for the Orioles were gone. It was just a shit show. And then the Nationals were new and exciting. And yes, like a lot of other fans, I jumped ship. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Started as an Orioles fan, but I'm a diehard Nationals fan now. And I remember 2019 being there, during the season, not World Series games, but as they were progressing towards that, they were 19-31 at one point, and still beating it. The Astros cheated and still lost, and they did it without Bryce Harper. So, let's go fucking Nats. They should be called Redskins, not Commanders. Absolutely agreed. A Blue Jays guy. So Glenn, I will tell you, I don't know if I've told the story in Big Fish's chat, but as a former bartender and server, I got to wait on a lot of celebrities and athletes. I got to actually one time wait on Joe Carter from the Toronto Blue Jays. If you guys know baseball, I know Mary does, one of our other mods here. Joe Carter is my absolute favorite Blue Jays player ever. And I saw him sit down one day, and he's not as tall as you would think, but he's also not short. But I saw Joe Carter sitting at the table. I was like, and I got lucky enough to be his server. I walked up. I was like, listen, I know you're Joe Carter. My name is also Joe. I'll give you the best service ever. If there's any chance I can get an autograph after you pay your bill, I'd really appreciate it. And that's all I said. And he's like, so he appreciated how I approached him. Like, I didn't fanboy the whole time. I wasn't like, hey, what was it like in Game 4 of the World Series? Like, I had so many questions I wanted to ask this man. Like, because my mind's percolating. I'm like, this and that. But I was like, he doesn't want to hear that. He's out at a restaurant. He wants to eat. At the end of the day, he's just a human being. But of course, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I was like, at the end of this, can I please have an autograph? He's like, yeah. But Joe Carter was definitely one of the coolest damn athletes I ever met. What's Ricci? Ricci's still here? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Ricci, if I've been ignoring you, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to respond to the chat. Oh no, dude. The background is it's Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec just drinking Lagavulin for 10 hours straight. By the way, guys, You know what? I have to do this once a stream. This is not me flexing. Like, look, if anyone wants to see the flex, there you go. All right. God delivered it. I signed for it. We're going to go to right side now. There you go. All right. That's it. That's all y'all get. Everyone accuses me of like flexing on purpose. You know? Hey. You need 3 hands. Every time you flex, it makes me think of Joe Dirt. Is this queer? Don't forget to wipe your dirt. Man, I got better muscles than Joe Dirt. Come on now. Really? Yo, call me Joe Dirt. That's why Mama named you Nunamaker. You know what's funny? If you go to my channel, I have posted all of my AI photos that Nathan has made of me. There's one of me as Joe Dirt. I put the E on the end to make it sound French. Don't try and church it up, son. We all know it's dirt. Well, actually, my facial hair doesn't grow in here. Or so wait, you mean to tell me that your facial hair grows in all patchy and white trashy like that? I don't know what you're saying, but yes, that's what's happening. Dude, I got Joe Dirt quotes for days, man. Like, oh, kick and wing. Well, see, that's your problem. It's not about you. It's about the consumer. You can't just have snakes and sparklers on stream, right? If all I did was snakes and sparklers, y'all wouldn't still be here. You've never seen Joe Dirt? I'm about to take your fucking wrench, girl. Or I'm about to take your wrench, Tiger. A blindfold taste test? I could. But if I do that, I gotta set up. So I've thought about that. If I do a blindfold taste test, I'm gonna do it with like certain. It's like this one bottle back there. I don't know if you can see how pretty that artwork is on that one bottle, but so that's a cigar blend. So if I'm going to do a blind, it's going to be with similar things. Like I'm not going to take a Tainted Hill and a Buffalo Trace. I'm not going to take 3 completely random things. And I kind of want to have like 3 ryes, 3 barrel proofs, 3 this, 3 that. I'm not going to just take 3 randoms and bucket bouquet. I'm not going to take your wrench. I was just, Tiger, this is what we call sarcasm. This is what we call jokes. You're good. You're fine. I'm just excited. If Rachie is still here, that's what I care about. I got Rachie, I got Brandon, I got Big Fish here. Sorry, I just. Or you could pronounce it Boquet, right? You got bouquet or Boquet. You got to put the right emphasis on the right syllable. This is why words are fun, you know? And God, man, that anyone learning English, I feel so bad for you because imagine the word yacht. Yacht. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't know what a yacht is or that word the first time you see it, yacht. Y'all tell me how you would say it. Yeah. It's not yacht. You would not say yacht the first time you see yacht. So what I recommend when it comes to notifications, turn notifications to off and then turn them back to all. Because that's what I've had to do for certain channels. And I don't know why that is. Maybe some more you sub to, or maybe the more that sub to you. YouTube, like for instance, okay, it's 2:00 this afternoon. I got a notification that someone was live at 10 a.m. thank you, YouTube, for showing me 4 hours late. So unless I'm physically on YouTube and like scrolling channels and like making sure I'm completely caught, a lot of times YouTube sucks. So what I fully recommend is you sub to a channel, notifications go to all, none, and then back to all. It's like you got to kind of like trick YouTube into fucking tricking itself, because otherwise, I've missed plenty of live starts, like even on Big Fish. Like you've been live for 2 hours, I'm just joining in. Like, but when I first joined your channel, it was showing me things like instantly. So it's fucking weird, man. Yahtzee. Damn, I got 23 likes this stream. That's almost approaching my my record. Rachy, baby, do me a favor and entertain the chat as I mute this. Y'all know what I'm doing. All right, it's this. You know what I'm doing. Truth be told, full disclosure, because we're honest on this stream. I had to pee, and I also wanted to smoke a little bit of weed. Right, right. I'm so sorry. Hashtag honesty. Hashtag honesty. You deserve that. You've tuned in. You waited. Just letting y'all know what I was doing. That's all it is. It's okay. There's only a little bit of weed, by the way. It was, it was very strong stuff. Full disclosure. Is Flay back in here? Went live and ended. You've been. Hey, Flay, you know what? How about you just enjoy Flay? Just enjoy. I don't wear a big hat like Flay does, but Flay, just Flay, I tell you what do you want to see, buddy? That's not even flexing, by the way. Look at that. I'm not even flexing. Flay, what do you want to see? I got a bevy of bottles for you, Flay. By the way, if y'all don't know Flay, if you like sports talk and a man that has completely random ass chat rooms, subscribe to Flay. Will the Savage, how we doing, baby? What's your favorite weed? You mean like strain? I'm more of a fan of, I've been getting more into hybrids lately because I like that 50-50 level. But at the end of the day, if I want that couch lock, I love my indicas, bro. Love my indicas. You didn't even nose to man. Flay, by the way, if you wear these with your Giants jet hat or the Mets, imagine like just lifting off that giant cap of yours. Like, Flay, this is you. You sat down on a table. Fuck what they heard, right? Not flexing. Not flexing. Flexing. Just so you guys know the difference. Because I'm tired. Joe, you're always flex. It takes energy to flex all. Man, I'm sorry I have definition. I'm like John McClane in the ductwork. I'm climbing around. I'm just living life, baby. I can make my own. These ones I bought, but yes, I can absolutely make my own claws. You get a flow jet machine and you know how to weld, I can make anything you fucking want, baby. That Popeyes crit, that's funny. Tiger, that was hilarious. That Noggin Boss spot. First thing I'm doing when I get in, I'm sending you a command. I think it's funny that the Commander's hat is kind of what started the whole fucking Noggin Boss thing, right, Flay? Like, because Brian Robinson from the Commanders, and I hate saying the fucking Commanders, but Brian Robinson wore a Noggin Boss hat, the giant ones that you guys see. I think it might have been his friend. Either way, they took off, whether it's his friend's company or this and that, but the Commanders were the OG. Okay, so I'm not wrong on that. Okay, that's what I thought, because I remember one day, like, I see the Commanders, he's got the big Noggin Boss hat, and then I see Flay on stream wearing one with the Jets and Mets. I'm like, this smacks of something. I was like, oh, holy shit. I was like, then the company, dude, they've got every team. They've got multiple sports. Like, that company's taken off, man. But see, my head's already so big. I don't know if they make like I think my head would fit it naturally. I don't even need the filler. It would just like plop on my head. The one size fits most. I'm not most. Commander's hat is OG, but the Jets hat logo looks. That I would say, yeah. No, wait. I thought you had is it Islanders or I thought you had Mets. Was it Islanders? And that's my fucking bad, man. That New York, that orange and white logo kind of looks the same for the Mets and the Islanders. So wait, not every team is licensed or what? That's funny, because a lot of channels, you guys need merch. Me, I don't even know what merch I would even have. I do tell you this though. If I ever get to the point where like I have super chats and members, I think my first members emoji is going to be a pelican. Right, doesn't have to be. It's got to be a pelican, just like a pelican with a Glen, or obviously a set of claws. So we'll have claws, we'll have a pelican, probably some other kind of Wolverine or other kind of emojis. But like I said, my channel's not about getting monetized, but if it does to the point of that one day, I'm going to make it silly and make it fun for people, because why not? And any money that's sent towards the channel will be towards bottles that I will crack on stream. Everyone says, "Oh, hashtag Joe doesn't crack bottles." I could have sold this right now for $600, $700, $800, but what did I do when I bought it? I cracked it. I drank it. You know why? Because life is short, and I'm tired of getting shit from you now. But so, Flay, I'm going to tell you this. And when it comes to whiskey, this is about as rare as the Jets with a good draft pick. Let's equate whiskey to football for Flay real quick because he's a Jets fan. This bottle is actually it's rarer than the Jets making a good draft selection because this actually pans out. I'm sorry. Not that my Commanders are anything. Oh man, you gotta make jokes. You gotta make jokes. Oh no, I would never kick you right in the nuts. I'd kick you to the side. Right? I want to make sure your quads are yeah. What do you want me to try, buddy? Do I like cold whiskey? So no, when it comes to cold so I get what you're saying. I have chilling stones thanks to Raichi. That's so it's ice will dilute obviously anything you put in, even if it's not alcohol. This is just, Mexican Coke, Coca-Cola Zero. There's no alcohol in here. Obviously the ice is melted at this point. It's going to dilute the taste. With certain whiskeys, bourbon, some are better mixers, some are better sippers. Some you can be used for both, like Buffalo Trace. I wouldn't be upset if someone said, "Hey Joe, can I use that to make me a drink?" Yeah, go ahead. But I'm not going to add ice to something like this. No, sir. I want this at its full, its full proof, its full notes, this and that. Now, after I've already had it at that level, I might add a drop or water or two, whiskey with waters, because certain notes can open up, but generally speaking, no, if I'm using ice, it's for cocktails. It's an old fashioned, it's this and that. Ice is not like, I can't remember the last time I just had straight whiskey on straight ice. If I want it chilled, I'm using chilling cubes. I'm not using just straight ice. The bottle in front of me, the frontal lobotomy. I don't put it in. No, if I'm putting any alcohol in the freezer, it's vodka. Bro, if I see you put a bottle of whiskey in the freezer, I'm going to question your life choices. Don't you ever put a bottle of, please do not put whiskey in the freezer. Put vodka in the freezer, like a nice potato vodka or some moonshine. Put that in the freezer all damn day. Don't you dare. If I walk into your house and listen, I'll like that you have the bottles. I'm gonna judge you for having certain things in your fucking freezer. Like, why would you do that? Okay, sorry, not you. Okay, now listen. Take a nice Russian vodka or a nice potato vodka like Chopin or something like that. Yeah, dude, absolutely. You can put vodka in the freezer. I actually prefer. By the way, not Tito's. Tito's is overhyped and it's blah blah. But you take a nice potato vodka, put that in the freezer, you're good to go, man. Yeah, Flay, you know what? I'm gonna see what kind of bagel bites and hot pockets you have, because I imagine you've got the ham and cheese hot pockets, or maybe lean pockets, because you're trying to keep. You know, us girls, we gotta keep it svelte. So I'm imagining Flay has like maybe some Rickaloff and some ham and cheese lean pockets in his freezer, which I'm fine with, you know. And you got some Bush's baked beans in the pantry. And I'm thinking in the fridge, you've got some mustard and let's see what else is in Flay's fridge. I know he's got mustard in his fridge, like the Goldens, the yellow. He's got like 9 different kinds of mustard because he likes sandwiches. He's got some gabagool. What else does Flay have in his fridge? Hold on, Flay, you got smoked salmon in your fridge. I know you've got some salmon. You like your lox and bagels. I know you do. How often do I crack a bottle? As often as my chat wants to give me shit for it, to be honest. No, honestly, man, I crack a bottle when I feel the need or want to. I don't have smoked salmon. I'm not a lox guy at all, but that's funny. Well, Flay, you know what? Maybe I'm hungry and I'm hoping that when I show up to your house, you have something that I want in your fridge, which would be lox and some capers. I know you've got capers because I know you don't say capers, you say capers. Oh, by the way, since Rachie is here, hold on. Well, not I'm not doing that for well that too, but Rachie, it's so cute, ain't it? So that is Rachie's bottle. I got to make sure to send her across the pond, but I got to send other things with it because spending like $200 to ship something to Yorkshire seems silly, but isn't it crazy? Like, by the way, this is a shelf. I'm never going to open that bottle, but Eagle Rare is absolutely ridiculous. They make you want to buy the whole fucking nest, don't they? Like, but yeah, that's Rachie's bottle right there. So, caviar. That's funny. It depends on the caviar, man. You can get cheaper caviar if you just want the taste of it, but if fish roe is caviar, so go to any sushi restaurant, get them little red eggies on top. That'll give you the basic taste of what caviar is. Past that, yeah. Yeah, big fish. I got some bottles, man. You know. And what's crazy is I actually have the 2025 version of this bottle, but this is 2024. I still haven't cracked it. I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't opened this bottle yet. I'm not scared to, but once I start drinking other things, I don't want to open a bottle just like maybe I'll start the next stream with this bottle because opening after I've already had other things just seems silly. And I keep drinking other things and then realizing, oh, I haven't opened this. I'll open it next time. Because I mean, I don't drink every day of the week. Like, if I was to do this every day of the week, I wouldn't have a fucking job. I wouldn't even be able to buy all these bottles. Like, I'll tell you, man, caviar is good. But me personally, my last name is Waters, and which is a name given to seafaring bastards from the UK. Anyway, I love seafood. It's salty, briny. You know, if relates to the sea, I'm gonna fucking eat it. Abalone, however you call it. Oysters, clams, blah. If it comes from the water, I, I really don't know anything I dislike seafood wise. So, but caviar to me is fucking tasty. We've been streaming. Oh my god, it's been a 3 hour stream. Holy shit. Everything to watch. Yeah, dude. Now, I will say this, though. If you go down to your local freshwater rivers and this and that, you see clams wash up, I wouldn't recommend eating them. You got to know what you're fucking eating. By the way, Flay, I know you're here. Dude, I really appreciate you showing up to my stream, man. Like, that, it means a lot to me, man. And you also, Big Fish. Yeah, time does fly. What a, you know what, Tyga? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna have to do this. Hold on. Let's see. Is this my first pin ever? Can I pin a message? Oh, hold on. Tyga just got my first pin. There there you go, Tyga. You just got my first pin message of any stream ever. What a good looking comment that was. No, like I said, if every now and then, you know what, Flay, it's because you probably sub to people that sub to you, same as I do. We try and make sure we're always supporting our community, our chat, our this and that. And by the way, thank you once again, Flay, because you've brought me subs. If anyone once again has not subbed to Flay's channel, please do so. But YouTube does this thing where they also hide channels, especially when it comes to whiskey. If you're drinking on stream, even if you have full notifications, YouTube is gay as hell, man. Now, anyone from YouTube watching right now, please don't take me back down to low views. Like we're finally getting back on a good page, YouTube, because I know a lot of you YouTube creators are just because I'm not Bruzel, just because I'm not certain other people. Like, stop hiding people from my fucking stream, you know? Because other people in our community go live, YouTube will not show you until it's already been live or it's already ended. It does not make sense to me. It pisses me off. Like, this is why I said to all notifications, like, ergo vis-a-vis concordantly, I should be getting, even if it's annoying to me and I'm subscribed to X amount of channels, Flay is live, so and so is live. I should be able to be like, swipe, not be not notified. Not being notified is what pisses me off. Let me deal with notifications. You should at least notify me. Five people. You know what, dude? I don't even look at how many people are watching because it goes way up and down from that. But 5 people watching, I've got 23 likes. Right? So I just keep going. I really don't even. And as you say that, one swipes off. So it's all good, man. Like, I go live, like I said. If you tune in, you tune in. If you don't, you don't. I've somehow gained over 330 subs being myself and just being a chill person. Like, and I think it's really cool, like when I have Big Fish and others join in, where you get to put a face to a name, right? I'm not full of shit. I don't, you know, there's no reason to, like I said, for me, there's no reason to worry about bullshitting people or asking for your money or, you know, I don't post my Cash App. I don't do this and that because I don't need your money. I just like to go live just to be silly and connect people. If you want to leave, hey, I'll join your stream later. I just wanted to go live right now. And I do by the way, I do my absolute fucking best to make sure I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. I am not going to go live when a channel I follow is also doing so. So there's been plenty of nights where I've set up to go live. I wanted to go live, and then someone starts theirs 5 minutes before I do. It's like, well, out of respect, and like, you know, like I say, going viral is not a goal. I just go live to have fun. You know what, man? If I, like I said, if I gain subs, I do. What hurt me is when I was really so flay. I was having, not to brag. I mean, it's not even a brag. It's low numbers, but I had 1,000+ people watching every stream. I was gaining subs. I went from like 50 to 270 something within the course of like a week, and then I went to the beach last year. People loved the stream, but YouTube flagged me for music walking down the boardwalk or the arcade games or certain things were copyright. I was hitting like 13 countries or this and that. Like, if you guys create content on YouTube, you know how it works where YouTube will say you're limited in this country, but you can still put. The algorithm is so fucking stupid. And you have other people out here who play whatever music they fucking want. They're out in their backyard grilling some dumb fucking bullshit, play whatever music they want. YouTube doesn't flag them. They're already monetized. Like, I don't understand why YouTube flags certain people. And they play copyright music. I don't, except for that one streamer I had. And ever since then, like I said, also YouTube does not like people drinking whiskey. I don't know what it is, man. Will, have a good night, buddy. So I went live while you were live. No, you're good. Now, you know what? Like I said, I'm not. If I do get monetized, that's what's up. If I don't get monetized, I don't care. Like I, I have a good job, a good career. I have no children of my own. But if you guys know me, I'm still a parental figure. I don't like to talk about certain things online. Um, but like, what am I doing right now? I'm being silly. I've got fucking Ron Swanson in the background right now. Like, I'm showing bottles that a lot of people can't find or other people have already cracked. Like this is fun for me, and I hope it's fun for a lot of other people. That's the main thing. Is just, you know let's shoot this shit. Talk about whatever you want. Catch my attention. If you want to troll, be original, be funny. Like, we'll keep you. Yeah, just do what you do. And also, every now and then, people see. Look at that. Hold on. Are you guys ready for it? By the way, do you notice a dip in the shirt before I release it? By the way, not flexing, not flexing. That's flex, right? Do you guys see the difference? I know Flay sees the difference, right? Flay, are you seeing this? I know Big Fish is seeing the difference, right? So, Big Fish, you just cast it out there, right? I'm just casting, right? Something hooks on. What do? You hook it, right? You hook it, right? Hold on. Are you ready? Nothing, nothing, something. You're seeing. All right. As long as you see, as long as y'all see. You do the angry goose. You guys are. That's so fucking funny. Man, you ain't gonna be a dweeb next to me, bruh. No, Flay, what we're doing after the games this weekend, right? After the AFC and NFC championships, we got 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. Me and you are going to have a live stream where you're wearing your big ass hat. You host it. I'll be on the split screen. We're going to keep chat single focused, right? Because I know you, Flay. You like to read every comment the same as I do. We're going to keep chat focused. We're going to have a dual stream. It's going to be amazing. That is some tasty Coca-Cola. By the way, I'm going to put this bottle back because it's staring me in the face and I don't want to pour it by accident. Hold on, wait. There you go. Oh, an MGM collab would be great. You gotta teach me how to play them fucking video slots, man, because I don't understand. I'm playing 5 lines, 10 lines, 40 lines. I don't understand when I'm playing video slots. Like certain symbols will give me a chance at a bonus playing this. I like table games. I like roulette. All right. I'm gonna take you to roulette. You'll take me to the slot machines, man, and teach me how to play them motherfuckers. Because them video slots, they absolutely confuse the shit out of me. All right. Might be time to kind of maybe end the night. We've been going over 3 hours right now. I actually haven't even drank that much. What am I going live again? So we're getting a bunch of snow this weekend. Let's see, tonight's Friday night. You know what, man? I might go live Saturday and Sunday. Maybe even Monday if I'm off work. If I am off work Monday because of snow, that is going to not my first daytime stream, but I'm definitely going to go live afternoon on Monday if I'm off work. So, but if I'm definitely like I said, tonight's Friday. I'll probably go. Like I said, now that I know snow's coming in, I ain't got shit else to do. I already went to the dispensary. I've got plenty of food. I've got everything rocking for me. I might go live every day this weekend. If y'all want to be here. If not, I'll just go live and be like, bottoms up. All right, so we're gonna pour a tiny bit of some Penelope Valencia, Penelope Valencia. Yeah. So, rich and bold on the palate, Valencia brings forward rich citrus flavors from the coast of Spain, from España, the coast of Spain. Basically, it's got an orange taste to it. It's a fucking fantastic pour. And I've been enjoying this at nights because I finally found a backup of this. Oh, hold on. Let me be a better whiskey streamer. Yeah, so we got 95 proof. So if you're new to whiskey, you take the proof, divide it in half. That's your alcohol by volume, right? So this is 95 proof, which would be 47.5% ABV. So it's nothing crazy, right? It's not gonna burn your nose, your palate, or your ass out. But when it comes to Penelope, they released their Havana, their Rio, their other Cooper series yearly. So this is batch 4. I do not have batch 1, 2, or 3 to compare it to. All I have is a backup of batch 4. But at the end of the day, when you want something sweet to end your day, like you're not going to end your day with something that's fucking super high proof. You're not going to with fire water. You want something that's nice and palatable. And it's not just because I drink whiskey that there's no face to it. Like it's super smooth. It's now if you're new, it's not going to taste like orange juice with alcohol. It has a nice orange profile to it. It's yeah, that Naranja casks. There you go. I'm behind on comments. Be walking sideways. Nah, man, I'll be good. Love that. Rachy, is Rachy still here? Hold on. Did I miss Rachy? Good night, Rachy, if you're not still here. Hopefully you are. My Bethlehem trip, I got lit up. Okay, I'll definitely check those out. Feel like I missed Rachy going to bed. Damn. All right. Well, tell you what, I've been live for 3 hours. I think it's a good time to end the stream. Because if I pour something else now, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I could do one more pour. Because YouTube is also fake with their numbers. I'll see one person in chat and 9 people commenting. So, unless there's only one person here, it's all good. Have I tried a whiskey I don't like? Dude, I've tried so many fucking whiskeys I don't like. Oh my god. Mostly Jim Beam kind of stuff like Booker's. Now, the 2022-02 batch was okay, but if you ever see Booker's, they got the wooden case, the glass front. Most Booker's to me, they want to charge you 100 to 120 bucks. Booker's is overrated. Lil Book. I'm trying to think about the worst bottle out. The Wood, like I said earlier in the stream, the Woodford Reserve, the double oaked. It was a $200 bottle I originally planned to buy and trade for other things. He backed out. Come to find out, I'm the asshole in the deal. The worst fucking bottle I have ever had. Even for the price point. But could you imagine spending 200 bucks for a bottle and you just open it and you're just like, that was hands down the worst bottle. Other than really cheap stuff like Black Velvet or it was like McCormick, I think is a lot of like the really cheap, really that kind of shit. But the worst bottle I ever bought was disappointed on was Woodford double oaked. No, regular Woodford and the Woodford double oaked is fine. It was the Woodford. It was a double oaked. It was a special release that was fucking ass, man. It was fucking awful. It was the absolute worst thing I've ever had in my life. Tell you what, though, I'm gonna do one last pour just because you're here and I'm here, right? We're just girls here. We're just chat chitting. So this cup is amazing. It's got nice chard inside. It can take lower end bottles and add something special to it. A little bit more oak, a little bit more vanilla. I'm going to take this Penelope and actually pour a tiny bit. I'm just curious. All right, we're gonna see what that's like. I've never tried a flavored anything in this glass, but we're gonna try it tonight. Because I'm curious if that orange taste coupled with a little bit of oak and vanilla will accentuate or make it worse. So here's the rest of the Valencia in the Glen. It's just so good. Jack Daniels and Penelope are my top 2 favorites from the bottles I found in 2025. 2026, I haven't found anything new, just more of the same. So my opinion has yet to change when it comes to Jack Daniels and Penelope being my favorites so far. But Oh, I'm not sure I like that. That might have been a bad choice. All right, hold on. Hold on. I taste better when I have the claws on. All right, hold on. You know what? I think I might be dropping that. Wow. Okay. So that was awkward. It was live, but I didn't spill a drip. I will say this. I'm not ever pouring something finished again into this cup. Doesn't need it. Oh shit, I'm at 5% because I've been streaming for fucking ever right now. All right. Well, since you fellas have been here, I'm gonna do my signature. I'm gonna do my signature Pelican. All right. There's only 2 of y'all here, 2 or 3 of y'all here. My battery's about to die, so we're gonna do this right quick. We're gonna do our signature Pelican. All right, y'all ready? Remember, Big Fish, this is why you're here. All right? We're Coleman brothers. Okay? Obligatory flex time. You guys are very welcome for this stream, and I'm very welcome for you. Hold on. There we go. Before the phone dies. Just saying, God delivered it. I signed for it. All right, guys. Let me end this stream. All right. Thank you very much for joining in. You have a great rest of your night. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Cancel or okay? I think I'm gonna hit okay.